Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we will see Rubenstein trap in Queen's Gambit declined opening. So let's start. White starts with d4, d5. This trap is for white. Knight f3, knight f6 and c4, e6, which is Queen's Gambit declined because black don't take this c4 pawn. When black takes this c4 pawn, then it's called as Queen's Gambit accepted. So after e6, bishop g5, knight bd7, e3, bishop e7, knight c3. Very natural moves, very natural developing moves, and rook c1. So this position is also very common in d4 move, Queen's Gambit declined variation. So after rook c1, rook e8, queen c2, and now you can see slowly white is putting pressure on c7 pawn as well as h7 pawn by playing queen c2. So after queen c2, black plays a6 to prevent knight b5. So after a6, c into d5, e into d5, and now bishop d3. Again, now white's all pieces are well developed, and sometimes white makes plan like this: knight e2, knight g3, knight f5. Also he can simply play short castle and play positional chess, like slowly attack with a3 b4, or just developing his pieces by doubling his rook, maybe some moves like queen b3 and to put pressure on d5. So after bishop d3, c6, short castle, and knight e4. So knight e4 is not a correct move, we will see why. But after knight e4, to set up a right trap, white plays bishop f4, and after bishop f4, you can see white's threat is to play knight into e4, d into e4, bishop into e4, and just get one pawn. To defend this, black plays f5, which is a blunder, and you can pause the video and find out why it's a blunder. Okay, so after f5, white can just took knight into d5, because after c into d5, bishop c7, and queen is trapped. And if not, if black doesn't accept this d5 knight, then white can simply play knight c7 or instant bishop c7, and again trapping the queen. So this is completely winning for white after knight into d5. So now let's move to this position. After knight e4, we played bishop f4 to set up a trap of knight into d5. This trap happened in many games, and not exactly in this opening, but many times position converts into this opening, or similar position arrives after few moves from any opening, and you can remember this trap basically. So after knight e4, instead of bishop f4, white can just play bishop into e4, d into e4, knight into e4, bishop into g5, knight into g5, queen into h7 is checkmate threat. So knight f8, and now black's plan is to play h6. White plays knight e4, bishop f5. Again the plan is to just take this knight, knight fd2, bishop g6, queen d3, queen d5, e4, knight is hanging as well as a2 pawn is hanging, f3, queen into a2, knight c4, b5, knight e5, and you can see these c6, a6 pawns are weak, queen is not placed at right position, and white's two knights are very strong. So after knight e5, black took queen into b2, and now knight into c6, and here you are seeing very much arrows. So after knight into c6, white is just better because white's these two knights are very strong. Again white have plans like f4, f5, pushing this pawns. Again the next plan is white can play rook c2 and rook c1. So rook c2 is major plan here, because after rook c2, suppose if black plays moves like h6, then white can simply play rook c2, and you can see queen is trapped. So to defend that, black has to play queen a2, which is also a very difficult move to find on the board, especially in blitz and rapid games. So after queen a2, white can start with d5, and white is absolutely better in this position because of development in pieces. Instead of so after bishop f4, instead of f5, black can just play knight df6, which is also very interesting variation. You can remember this variation and even play in your game. So after knight df6, knight into e4, d into e4, bishop into e4. So it looks like black is giving a one pawn for free, but it's not the case, because knight into e4, queen into e4, bishop d6, queen d3, bishop into f4, e into f4, and queen f6. Again you are seeing arrows and circles. So after queen f6, I will explain you. Here black's bishop is very much strong, and you can see white's white square pawns, white square are very weak. For example, this d5, e6, f5, g4, maybe g6, h7, h5. So every white square is very weak, and black can take advantage by playing moves like bishop e6. After, for example, after rook e1, black can play bishop e6, and although white is one pawn up, it's very difficult to continue this position from white side, because now black will play bishop d5, and this bishop is very strong. And again this pawn chain is also very good, f7, g7, h7, and c6, b7, a6. If we look from white side, so white also don't have any good plan, any directly winning plan, but after playing bishop d5, white's position gets some complications, and white has to play accurate moves. So yeah, if you are playing as black, then after bishop f4 you can play knight df6, although it's a risky variation, but still playable. So our main plan, our main trap was this. So bishop f4 was a key move to set up this trap, knight into d5 into defend bishop c7. So you can just remember it. Thank you for watching this video. See you in next video. If you like this video, then please do comment and subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you again. Bye bye.